Okay, let's do the math on today's problems. Solve the quadratic function by factoring. The quadratic function is in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Let's start with the first equation. In this case, we can see that a is equal to 1, so we are simply going to solve the quadratic function by looking for factors of c. In this case, c is negative 21. So we look at the factors of c, negative 21, they'll add up to b. In this case, b is equal to 4. So that's simple enough. Factors of 21, negative 21 would be 7 and negative 3. That's equal to negative 21. And if we add up the two factors, 7 plus negative 3, that equals 4. We have C and B, and we have found our factors. So let's write it down. Starting with the two quantities equal to 0. The first terms, of course, would be the factors of the first term, x squared, which is x and x. X times x is x squared. And the next terms would be our factors, plus 7 minus 3. And there we have it. We must check to see if it's right by doing the following method. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is minus 3x. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21 equals 0. Combining like terms, negative 3x plus 7x is 4x, so it's x squared plus 4x minus 21 equals 0. We have the correct factors, so let's go ahead and solve. X plus 7 equals 0. X is equal to negative 7. And then x minus 3 equals 0. X is equal to positive 3. Okay. Let's do the second equation. In this case, we have a equal to 6, b equal 17, and c equal 5. So this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to use the AC method, and the AC method means exactly what it is. We look at a times c, and we should get the factors of those by, and then get, and it should add up to b. Okay, so here is a method that I've learned from my students, Garance and Eugenie. They are fantastic. They have taught me very well. This is the AC method using this grid. Okay, so A and C would be 6 and 5. A times C is 30. So we need to look for factors of 30, which will add up to B, 17. Easy enough. That would be 15 times 2. So these two are factors of 30. And then it adds up to 17. So filling out the grid, these two boxes should be factors of 15, and these two boxes factors of 6, and these two boxes factors of 5, and it goes the same way, factors of 2. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15. That works. 5 times 5 is 1. I'm sorry, 5 times 1 is 5. And 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. It works. And we have our factors. Okay, so how do we know what the factors are? I'm going to do a crisscross. These would be the terms in our factors, with these two, these first terms should have the coefficient of the variable x. Let's write it down. Starting with the quantities equals 0, we have 3x plus 1 and 2x plus 5. Okay, let's double check. I'm going to change the color so it's easier to see. So 3x, doing the follow method, 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 5 is plus 15x. 1 times 2x is plus 2x. And 1 times 5 is 5 equals 0. Simplifying by combining like terms, 6x squared plus 17x plus 5 equals 0. It's exactly the same equation, so let us solve for x by equating each factor to 0. We have 3x plus 1 equals 0, 3x equal negative 1, x equal negative 1/3, and also 2x plus 5 equals 0, 2x equal negative 5, x equal negative 5/2. All right, we did the math and it works. It should work every time if the quadratic function is factorable. Good job.